Action News, always taking action for you.
A newborn baby found dead at an office building. How did it happen? Tonight, new information is turning the tragedy into a crime.
The medical examiner's ruling means charges are now in the works for the baby's mother tonight.
Police suspect she gave birth at work, then killed the child with her own two hands.
7 Action News investigator Jonathan Carlson spoke with that woman's family and joins us live tonight from Wyandotte. Jonathan?
Yeah, hey there, good evening. That family home just out of view here. The family didn't want to talk on camera. I spoke to them by phone. They told me that this is a difficult time, as you can imagine, and they've hired an attorney. That's a good thing, because charges are coming. It's a story hard to believe. A young woman gives birth in a bathroom at this office complex in Redford. A co-worker calls 911 to report a bloody scene, and the newborn's lifeless body is found stuffed in a bag in the mother's desk drawer. The medical examiner now saying the baby died of strangulation at Siva Logistics, and the death ruled a homicide. The mother now expected to face charges. The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office attempting to get a warrant signed tonight. As of now, the mother has yet to be charged. When we showed up at the family home tonight, can we talk to you for a minute? This young woman, who identified herself as Cassandra, asked us to leave. Okay. The family later telling me by phone it was too difficult a time to talk further. Neighbors, though, have their thoughts.
It was sad. I didn't know she's pregnant or anything.
Now, I'm told that there are 2 daughters that live in that home. As soon as we get more information on when those charges are filed, we'll pass it along to you. For now, we're live in Wyandotte. I'm Jonathan Carlson, 7 Action News.
All right, Jonathan, certainly is sad. We will certainly follow any new developments in this case.
Near record low temperatures in your 7 First Alert forecast. Chief Meteorologist Dave Raxford joins us right now. Dave, I'm afraid to ask. How cold is it going to get?
You know, it's going to be awfully close. The numbers right now are very, very impressive. Take a look around town, and you will see already some spots in the 20s. 28 in Jackson to the west, but Ann Arbor's at 25. Flint, Lapeer, and Fort Huron already in the upper 20s as well. It's 36 right now in Detroit. We're dropping fast. We got clear skies, light winds, so look at these impressive lows. 22 in Ypsi, 24 in K-Pac, 26 in Royal Oak, 29 in Detroit. Will be within 2 degrees of the record low. At least we get some sunshine tomorrow. We'll see if we can actually get these numbers going up for just a bit.
All right, Dave, talk to you in a bit. New tonight, parents demand action over a racist bullying incident on a school bus. The outrage and a call for change front and center tonight at a school board meeting in Bloomfield Hills. 7 Action News reporter Aaron Baskerville is there live. This is certainly a troubling case, Aaron.
A hot button issue, definitely, Carolyn. It was a jam-packed house out here for the school board meeting in Bloomfield Hills. Some came out here wearing T-shirts saying no tolerance for hate crimes. The victim's mother spoke. Also, the superintendent, it was his first public comments on this issue.
I know sometimes you may be seated next to those who may not necessarily share your ideas, and I suggest that if they do not, they be purged, because they are putting a black eye on this entire community.
In front of a crowded room, Shanari Williams told the story of what happened to her 13-year-old son, Phoenix, in March, how he was bullied and called racial slurs on a school bus and hasn't gone to class in nearly 2 months.
I just want you to know that we as a family feel as if our son was not represented, and we feel as if there is a pervasive, ruling climate of bullying in this community.
It's been a hot-button issue in Bloomfield Hills. Students rallied in front of the middle school last week in support of the honor roll student. 2 students have now been disciplined, and the Oakland County prosecutor is seeking ethnic and intimidation charges.
If it were my child, I would probably have a perspective that, wanted the maximum penalty. We really understand that, took that into consideration, and tried to look at the whole picture and sent a clear message that this was wrong and it's not going to be tolerated.
Williams tells 7 Action News she met with the superintendent and NAACP this afternoon. She's calling on school leaders who truly don't believe in tolerance and inclusion to step down. Others in the room demanded more minority hires.
No, it is not an isolated incident, and just because we don't walk around with a chip on our shoulder every day doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
At one point, Phoenix actually took out his cell phone and captured some video of that bullying incident tonight. The superintendent is not talking exactly about what punishment was handed down to those students. This discussion, though, will continue. It will continue next week, Tuesday, April 28th, right here at the Doyle Center. They'll talk about ways to eliminate bullying and racism here in the school district. For now, we're live in Bloomfield Hills. Aaron Baskerville, 7 Action News.
Aaron, real quickly, any plans for that young man to go back to that school ever? Aaron, I don't think you can hear me, but thank you so much for that live report. Stephen?
The Justice Department has filed suit against Detroit's own Quicken Loans. The Quicken is firing back tonight. 7 investigator Heather Casella joins us now with the very latest on this story. Heather?
Well, this may be like the battle of the titans, the Feds versus Quicken, and Quicken versus the Feds. They are suing each other, and both sides are coming out swinging.
First, Quicken Loans sued the Department of Justice, accusing the Feds of a witch hunt. Now, the DOJ has filed a complaint in federal court against Quicken, saying they violated mortgage underwriting rules with hundreds of their Federal Housing Administration, or FHA, loans. Those loans are subject to special government rules, and they're often used for lower-income men and women who are trying to buy a home. According to the Feds, between 2007 and 2011, Quicken intentionally overlooked applicants' poor credit histories, failed to verify income, and sometimes ordered higher appraisals after initial home values came back too low. In one case, the DOJ says Quicken approved the loan of a man who was in such dire straits he asked the company to refund his $400 application fee so he could feed his family. After only 5 payments, he defaulted on his loan, and it cost the U.S. government almost $100,000. All told, according to the Feds, these kinds of bad deals resulted in losses of millions of dollars to the U.S. government, but helps Quicken reap larger profits. Last Friday, Quicken sued the Feds first, saying they were forcing the company to make public admissions that simply were not true. Quicken says they are the largest and highest quality FHA lender in the country, and that their FHA loans will generate billions in profits for the government.
Quicken Loans issued a press release today calling the DOJ lawsuit a continuation of their abusive actions. They say they're confident a judge will see what they're calling the outrageous actions of the Department of Justice.
Thanks, Heather. Police want to track down a man who attacked and attempted to kidnap a jogger at an Ypsilanti Township park. Police say he grabbed the woman, tried to drag her into the woods here at North Bay Park last Saturday. Now, fortunately, another jogger came along just in time and scared the guy off. Now, we're told the suspect is a big guy, about 6'2", 250 pounds, muscular, with a flaming 8-ball tattoo on his neck.
We have breaking news right now. A desperate search is underway for a missing 12-year-old girl from Detroit. Raven Mason was last seen this morning right around 8 a.m. Police say Raven told a friend she was going to meet up with a 17-year-old boy she met in an online chat app. She was last seen wearing a green Michigan State jacket, black leggings, and white Nike gym shoes. If you have any information on her whereabouts, please call the police right away. Well, tomorrow, East Detroit High School is stepping up security with extra police patrols. The Macomb Daily reports that this comes after fights involving dozens of students broke out this afternoon. At least 2 people were arrested and 2 others were ticketed for disorderly conduct. Right now, police are still trying to determine exactly what sparked the fight.
And here are some of the other stories making news across Metro Detroit tonight, and we will start with the latest on a murder in Highland Park. Police have a person of interest in custody for the deadly shooting on Elmhurst. Brandon Rice shot several times on his porch in front of his girlfriend and young children. Motive for this attack? Unknown.
Moving on now to Bloomfield Township. Police are looking for a man wanted for indecent exposure. A woman says she snapped pictures of the suspect as he made obscene gestures and exposed himself driving down Telegraph near Maple. He was driving a light-colored SUV.
A veteran Warren cop is in trouble with the law. The lieutenant in narcotics was arrested after a dispute at a Detroit bar. He's accused of interfering with the police investigation and having a gun while intoxicated. That 18-year veteran is now out on administrative leave.
She thought she was donating her body to science, but then she learned the truth.
I wouldn't do that to my dog.
Investigator Jim Kurtzner with shocking new details about Detroit's body snatcher.
Why were you stockpiling hundreds of human body parts?
Coming up.
Plus, a mob of students caught on video in a horrific brawl, and you won't believe where this happened.
Also, doctors sounding the alarm, a crucial drug in short supply, and wait till you see the reason why. Coming up on 7 Action News.
And thank you once again for watching Channel 7 Action News, WXYZ.com. We're always taking action for you. Please continue to watch us, and we will have more new videos on breaking news and weather and traffic as well. Stay tuned. We'll have continuing news in part 2 on Channel 7 Action News at 11 p.m. Also in the news, we wanted to thank all of the viewers on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and other social media sites. We have a grand total of 2,318 views so far on our YouTube news channel, and so far the current status views are 303. So please continue to watch all of our latest videos and much more. And thank you for watching. We will have more continuing coverage tomorrow on Channel 7 Action News beginning at 4:30 in the morning on TV 20 Detroit. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.